So Austin Theory was on commentary during this match, and it received a lot of criticism online. Mostly because people are tired of his character, which I just want to be like, get to the back of the line, brothers, because we've been saying this shit for how many months now? How many months?
We're ahead of the game, Sarah.
I know.
We really
I know.
are.
They just don't watch us, so they don't even know.
Well, the 4 people that are, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, so people were kind of like going in on him because he basically wasn't saying a whole lot of different things while he was on commentary. Basically, it was just talking about beating John Cena at WrestleMania. I think people said that he said it like 4 times throughout the entire match, and it's July. We probably shouldn't still be talking about something that happened in the beginning of April.
Yeah, I just checked. It's July.
And then people were coming for him again because then they did this like little segment with him backstage of Kathy Kelly being like, "Oh, it seems like you now have a beef with Michael Cole. Like, do you have any response?" And and then he answered, and he was like, "Yeah, Michael, you're nothing," and just laughs and like walks away. And people were like, and what I thought was interesting was, from what I saw, and I'm not saying, that it means anything or that it's the majority opinion, but from what I could see, a lot of people were not saying anything negative about him specifically, other than he is, like we said about Charlotte, trying to be something that he's not, and he's just not at a point in his career where he can convincingly be a bad guy. Because everyone that I've seen talk about Austin Theory, whether they met him or even from interviews, I told you that's why I even like him, because he was such a nice person.
Yeah.
And I think that that's part of his problem is that he is such a nice person that it's difficult for him to tap into a side that is cocky and arrogant and whatever, all these things that he's not naturally. And sometimes people are just not good at that. That's why a lot of wrestlers will be a specific thing throughout their career because they thrive at it. Hence why we've said countless times that Charlotte needs to be a heel for the rest of her career, because she is a shitty babyface, because she's just not good at it.
It's not believable.
So
if you're the queen and you have all these tags or titles attached to you that scream, royalty, arrogance, pompous, all that stuff, and the look, like you can't be a good guy.
Yeah.
When you're, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So I think with Theory is, obviously, I think they need to take the title off him because they've failed at really doing a whole lot during his reign. And I think that's what's going to happen at SummerSlam, probably no matter who ends up beating him. I think will be the champion, hopefully LA Knight. But then I do think that they need to do something, because even some people were talking about bringing back The Way and having him back because he thrived there. So, and that's the thing too, is he basically went from being in The Way, getting brought up to the main roster, and they're like, you know what, you're going to be the next Drew McIntyre circa 2011 or whatever year it was, 11. And Vince McMahon basically squashed him, maybe unknowingly, before anything.
It was
and I
absolutely feel like unknowingly, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, well, and I just think it's been a downward spiral since then. So I think that they need to figure something out, because he has everything, in my opinion, has all the tools in his belt to be good. It's just this whole thing is not working.